Hello, everybody. It's been all of 30 seconds since I last talked to you. My name is Lori, and today I'm going to talk about my August budget. Now, things are a little bit different from before. I'm not sure I'm doing it right, but I'm trying something different. And if it's completely wrong, somebody tell me, because I'm just trying to make it make sense in my head. And if it doesn't make sense to you guys, then I'm clearly not doing something right. And so I'm hoping y'all can help me out here. So here it goes. So I have my job, right? And my son lives with me, and he contributes to household expenses based on his income and his expenses. And I have money that's in my savings accounts, right? And as you all probably know by now, I have several accounts. I have several checking accounts. I have several savings accounts. When I'm doing my budget, I include money that's in my savings accounts. So my take-home pay is not as much as what my budget is. And as a part of my budget, I have what I call the buffer, because I don't know what else to call it, which is money that's basically in my savings account. Okay? So, my budget's going to seem a little high, but it's not really. It's just that I have money in my savings accounts that I'm using, right, as a part of the budget. So, and also, something that's not included in this right now, because it just happened today, is I got a check in the mail. It's like, I don't get enough checks in the mail is all I can say. I need to get more checks in the mail. I got one today. It was a refund for when I refinanced my car. See, when I bought my car, apparently I bought gap insurance, which makes sense. It sounds like something I would have done, because I've been in a car wreck before, and even though it wasn't my fault, I didn't have to use my gap insurance when I got in the car wreck several years ago. I didn't have to use it, but I got a refund for the gap insurance, and I forgot about it. I forgot that I had bought that, and I got a check in the mail from that. I was like, is this real? It's like looking at it. I don't know if this is real. It was real. It's a real check. So it was $800. It's like, I need to get more checks in the mail. So that is not included in this budget. But of course, I do expect I will be putting it towards debt. Maybe I'll save it, because I got annual expenses. Okay, so here is something that I don't think I've ever really shown you in this level of detail before. So this is my money, really, right? Some of it is income from my job, some of it's from my son, some of it's from savings, okay? Okay, all right. I feel awkward saying this, because to me it looks like a lot of money, but it's not really. It's not, because as they say, every dollar has a job, right? It's not like money that's sitting around collecting dust or anything. It just, even to me, it looks like a lot, but it's really not, okay? Okay, so cash on hand. I have a little bit of cash I keep on hand. You just never know. Like when the kid came by and power washed my sidewalk, right? I had $100 on hand to pay him. So I try to keep something. I try to keep a little bit of cash on hand, and for August it just happens to be about $500. All right. I have an American Express cash card that I typically put cash on to buy gas with. Right now I have $8.81 on that card, because they're going away. They're not going to have that cash card anymore. And so I'm going to actually get that money back. I have to do like a transfer. And so anyway, I've just been spending it down. since I found out that they were no longer going to be doing the cash card. So, but right now I have $8.81. I also have a Venmo cash card, and I got that cash card so that I would feel a little bit safer making online purchases if I needed to. And also, it's helpful for when you're making transfers between people. So I have in the past had people send me money for whatever, and I have done the same. So it's just been kind of nice to have on hand, and I don't have to use my own debit card or a credit card for it. So I'm thinking about using this card as my new auto expenses cash card. I haven't fully committed to that, but that's probably what I'm going to do. And right now it's $56.76 on that card. So in my regular savings account, I actually have just made another deposit, so it's about $500 something right now. But this is the account that I use for my generally speaking, bills and expenses. So I have my car insurance that's coming up due in September, and I have put this money that's in this account right now. When I think about this money, I think to myself, that's for my car insurance. Okay. So, as y'all know, I opened up a Chase Chase checking and savings account, and I opened up that account because I had a Chase credit card and had my car loan was through Chase, and so I felt like it would be easier to pay those bills if I had a Chase checking account. And so now that those two accounts are closed, I'm trying to figure out if I'm going to keep this account or not. But in my head, the savings in that account is for like going to visit my mom, and so it's not like it's a high yield savings account. In fact, the interest is so low they don't even actually pay me any interest. I kind of wonder about that. I mean, can they just not pay you anything, not even a penny? But so I'm probably going to close that account. I actually went there to close the account to the branch, and the lady there was so nice that I didn't close my account. I'm sorry. I should be able to say no to people at my age, but it's hard. It's hard. Saying no is hard. So I haven't closed it yet, but I'm thinking about closing it because it's just accounts. It's just another account to keep track of. So then I open up a new account for the $450, and I have put the $2,000. You have to do $2,000 direct deposit. I've done that. So I hope that they actually give me the $450, because if they do, that's going to be a nice fat debt payment. And so anyway, I have a savings account with them, $124.89, and that is really just going to be for debt payment, right? All right. Then my regular checking account, $0, because I spend every dime in that account. Okay, so my mortgage checking account, $1,195.87, and then on the 1st, which is today, I got paid, and so I now have enough money in that account between the two, because I got paid every 2 weeks. Well, not every 2 weeks. I get paid twice a month, and so between those two payments, enough money gets deposited into my account to pay my mortgage and have a little bit extra for escrow and HOA that's coming up. All right, in my Chase checking, I have $90. Once again, I just need to cancel. I just need to close the account. I just need to close it. In my First Horizon checking, I have $358.59, and altogether roll over $2,874.31. It seems like a lot, but it's really not. I mean, half of it's my mortgage payment. Okay, so my regular income, right? New money coming in. $3,246.64 goes into my primary checking. Into my mortgage checking, $2,320. Into my Chase checking, $250. My First Horizon checking, $1,500. My emergency fund is $55. My 401k. Now this is, I know this doesn't make a lot of sense. I'm sorry. Okay. My 401k loan gets taken out of my paycheck directly, right? So it's 375.92 for the month, divided in half. It's 187.96 per pay period. All right. So total income $7,747.56. Altogether, $10,621.87. Is that not insane? That to me just seems like a lot. All right. But you got to understand, that's not my income, right? That's just how much money I have in my bank accounts plus my income, actual income. All right. Hope that makes sense. I'm probably messing it up. I'm sorry. Okay. So, with this in mind, my internet, $82.82. Water bill, $124. I came up with that number because my base is $60 a month, and then for every day that I water the grass, it's another $16, plus the young man who came and pressure washed. So I'm calculated $124. Electric bill, $180. I hope that's all it is. My natural gas is $11. My cell phone, $31.27. My landscaping company, $74.99. I'm thinking about buying some more mulch, maybe. I don't know. Shopping. This is a change I made from July. I'm just combining food, household, and personal items all in one category now. We're going to try it, see how it goes. Auto expenses. I put down $100, not because I think I'm going to spend $100, but because I want to create a new sinking fund, basically. See, I was doing that with my American Express cash card, but now I need to do it with a different card, like the Venmo card, right? So that's why I put $100 in there. It's going to go somewhere. Right now I'm thinking the logical choice is the Venmo card. My HVAC's $21.44 for a total of $1,075.52. Let's see how much it was in July. What was it in July? Refresh my memory here. You know what I did? I was like, that seems like a lot. In July it was $451. Well, that's because I brought up the food and shopping was in my variable expenses. I brought it up to my regular expenses. I don't know if that's where it belongs. I just know that's where I put it. So that's why it seems so much more than before. All right, savings. So savings, I've created a whole new category here, just straight up savings. And the reason is because I really need to make sure I have enough money saved up for my HOA dues and my escrow. So I just got my tax bill for my house. It's only like $50 different from last year, which is nice. So maybe that's a good sign. Maybe that's a good sign that maybe I won't need as much money this year for extra escrow. Last year I needed over $600. So I'm hoping this year I don't need quite $600. That would be so nice. But I am preparing for it anyway. So I've created a category just for savings. Okay? Alright, so here we are. My regular savings, $198. My vacation savings, until I close the account, we're going to have $50 right there. My First Horizons, regular savings, which is for an extra debt payment. I'm planning $100 in there. Emergency fund, $55, which is up from 50. Right, it was 50 and that's 55. Extra escrow, $155 right now. Since I got that extra check, I'm thinking I'm probably going to be putting more than that in there. And so total, I put variable expenses. Oh well. Total savings, $558. Alright, so debt payments. This is going to be a big change. And once again, it's totally because of my annual expenses. Because you know, Christmas is coming. And I have a very small budget for Christmas, but I still need to have money on hand. And I know what you're thinking. Just make stuff and send it. But nobody wants any more of my stuff. I've made quilts and stuff for all of my family members and stuff, and people, I don't want to overwhelm them with quilts. I think my sister probably has 6 or 7 of my quilts. My son too, and my mom. Everybody has all the quilts they want from me. Oh well, it's okay. My son loves records, and that's what he wants. He wants records and DVDs and things like that. So I need money for that, okay? So anyway, so my point is my debt payments are different this month. Right. So my 401k loan is $375.92. Oh, I forgot to say, my mortgage $21.65. 401k loan, my car payment. This month I'm planning on sending at least $403.49. All right, maybe a little bit more. We'll see. My home improvement loan, the first one is $355.11. My second home improvement loan is $371.41. But if I get that $400 from the new bank account, that's going to be $400 more than this, right? It's going to be $771. All right. My Fidelity card, I'm planning on $700, but maybe since I got that check, the unexpected check, I'll probably send a little bit more than that. All right. So my Chase credit card, I don't know if y'all remember this or not, but last month I had to buy a new weed whacker, and I bought some mulch, a couple of other things. Ended up being $403.25. So it's like I had zero balance before. Now I have a balance of $403.25. I never did close the card. I'm wondering if I should now. I think it's okay to use the card if you pay it off immediately, the whole thing. I've heard that on like 1,000 videos. I have the money to pay it off, so I'm going to pay it off. Okay? I'm not going back into debt. I'm not going backwards. I can't. I just can't. Okay, extra debt. So that leaves me $1,187.86. That I will either put towards debt or towards my escrow or just save. It's going to be a little bit of each one of those things. I just don't know exactly how much at this time. I feel like I'm doing that wrong. I feel like it's wrong, but I haven't made up my mind exactly what it is that I need to do for sure. And I won't know until I'm like doing it, right? Sometimes I just don't know. I just don't know stuff. So altogether in my debt category is $5,962.04, which is about $400 more than last month. I really, 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 really want to make sure I have enough money for my annual expenses, is what it comes down to. Okay. So there's that. Page 2. Driver's license. I have to get it renewed. $52. Hopefully no emergencies. Extra things. My allowance, $100. I only spent $27 last month. I'm really pretty proud of myself about that. I compared to where I was in January when I was spending $1,000 on fabric, $100, and then only spending $27 is really good. I hope y'all think so too. Okay, I'm not planning any donations this month. That doesn't mean I'm not going to do any. Having that extra check really gives me ideas, right? I'm not going on a shopping spree. I'm not going to buy any fabric, but it is an opportunity to do things I don't normally do, right? For medical expenses, I got 0. Hopefully it'll say 0. And my rollover, $2,874.31, which, if you recall, is the number. Where's my paper? Where's my paper? I've lost it. Here it is. Right there. So hopefully the buffer will be the same, if not more, right? But it's there if I need it, right? That's what it's there for. Buffer's there for in case you need it. So total expenses, is it really though? $10,621.87. It's not really, okay? It's really only $7,747.56. I feel like I need to take a class on how to do this. So let's look at the percents. Whoops, wrong way. So 10% for regular expenses, 5% for variable. Well, I gotta change that. It needs to say savings now. Debt payments 56%, infrequent 0%, emergency 0%. Oh, well it's 0% because it's less than 1%, right? Okay. Extra things 28%, which is basically my buffer. And here's my pie chart. So proud of it. All right. I hope y'all were as entertained as I was. Thank you very much for participating in my debt payoff journey and budgeting mayhem. You know, as time goes by, I get more comfortable with this. I feel like a little bit of the awkwardness is starting to wear off. All right. I guess that's it. Thank you very much for your support. And next I'm going to do my debt update. All right. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.